Okay, here we go. The Downtown Tahlequah Show, episode number 4. The Downtown Tahlequah Show. It is brought to you by Northeastern Health Systems, Cherokee Casino, Century 21, Wright Real Estate, Bank First, Armstrong Bank, Edna Kimball, Cashmere Lane, and Ghost Custom Detailing. Today's show we got a few things to talk about here, and so here we go. We're going to talk about the Red Fern Festival. We're going to talk about Wines of Winter, and we're going to talk about space for rent downtown, and we are also going to give you a little update on Masters Hardware Store. So let's get right into it. Red Fern Festival, what I want to do is go over the layout with everybody, give you a good idea of how the festival will be laid out and what to expect once you get here. And this is mainly for those that are wanting to be vendors and be in the festival, rent booth space, that kind of thing. This will show you exactly how the festival is going to be laid out and what to expect. So, let's take a look. All right, we are flying in, as you can see. This is done with our from Google Earth. We're flying in, this, as you can see, from the south. That's looking north. And the first thing, what you'll see there is in purple, that's where we want to put vintage and antique dealers. Then we move over around the courthouse, the Capitol Square. That is for arts and craft vendors, anything that's handmade. And then the next one is between Delaware and Shawnee. That little strip right there is going to be for merchandise vendors, clothing, retail, jewelry, anything that's resale. And then in the purple down the street, on the other side of down and going to Morgan Street, that's other. That's where everybody else goes, nonprofits, things like that. And then from Morgan on to Going Snake, that is going to be a home and garden show for you home and garden show people that we used to do a show for. Now you can get back in and be a part of a bigger show, the Red Fern Festival. And then, of course, the park is our inflatables for the kids. And then the green stripe there is for food vendors. And this is new. So where you see the big red space here, that is a pavilion now, and that is where all the music will go. I'll show you a little video clip here later what that looks like today. And in the yellow, that is where the duck race is usually held. The Tahlequah Quacks Race, whatever it's called. And then in the blue will be for the Kiwanis barbecue and chili cook-off. In the brown there is where the Hound Dog Field Trials will take place. And this big long green stripe, this is where the 5C's car show will do their car show on Saturday. It'll take up all of Water Street there on Saturday. And if you're coming for the coon hunt on Friday night, you register way out here just north of town at this barn. And that is where the coon hunt will be on Friday night. That's where you go to register to get into that. And if any of this should change, redfernfestival.com, this video will be updated, and any changes that are made will be put on there as soon as we know of any. But for right now, and this is pretty set in stone, this is it. It'll be Friday beginning at noon, and Saturday all day Saturday beginning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Again, redfernfestival.com. We're still working on a lot of the music things and acts and that kind of stuff, but a lot of the details are already there in place for this Red Fern Festival. Always the last weekend in April the 28th and 29th this year. So the next other big things coming up is the Wines of Winter. Oh, I lied. Here, we're going to go back. I want to show you something real quick about the Red Fern Festival. I had a call earlier today asking about this pavilion, and this pavilion is right down on the end of Morgan Street. It's new, something built the city has just recently finished. All the music will be underneath this pavilion. As you can see, it's going to be a great place. That way we'll be able, rain or shine, we'll be able to have some music and some entertainment for you. And then if we look on down the street there, this is where our food trucks go. This is the place where we have utilities readily available, power and water for the food people. So that's Morgan Street on the east end looking west. So I wanted to show you that because in that that Google Earth map, that the pavilion's not there yet, but there it is. There's what it looks like. All right, so let's move on to Wines of Winter update. Wines of Winter is March the 9th. It will be from 5:30 until 8:30. It's always a good evening downtown. We've just, as of today, we've made our deal. We've cut a deal with to partner with Rum Runners liquor store to be involved. So he's going to work. He's working on the wine list. Many of the same stores that are always a part of Wines of Winter will be a part of it again. That list is going to be updated very quickly on the website. For anything that's event related like this, that's a downtown retail event, downtowntahlequah.com is the place to go to find out what's going on. Under the events tab, you'll find Wines of Winter, and there you can click. You'll have all the details, tell you about all the stores that are going on, and you can purchase tickets. Now, this event is a ticketed event. It is a private event. So the only way you can participate is to purchase a ticket. That's it. So you can purchase them early. If you purchase them early, the first 100 to get their tickets, and you can buy them online, or you can come down to the Chamber of Commerce, or it's the Main Street Association, which is in the Chamber of Commerce building, and purchase your tickets, and you will get a glass of Wines of Winter commemorative glass. They're going to be a bigger glass this year, stemless, big glass. Okay? Something that we've taken off the table that we did before was where you got so many tasting tickets. Not this year. It's wide open. There'll be probably, I'm going to say anywhere between 10 to 15 different wines to taste, and you just go taste as much as you think you need to taste. But always taste responsibly. That's Wines of Winter. It's March the 9th, and it is the 5th annual Wines of Winter. It's a big retail shopping event. All the stores have discounts and specials that they'll run for that evening, and they'll provide snacks and other beverages and that kind of thing for those that don't want to drink wine. Great event. Make plans. Write it down. It's Thursday night, March the 9th, from 5:30 to 8:30. And there'll also be a little giveaway. We'll get into more of that at a later time. We're still in the works putting all that together. Okay? That is Wines of Winter. The next thing we were going to talk about is some space that is for lease. So this first space here, this is the first one I'm going to show you here. This is 122 and 124 North Muskogee Avenue. If you haven't been downtown lately, this building, it was the old Christmas store, and as you can see, it is pretty much about the only thing that's left on this thing is the front door that you can see there, and that's the door to the stairwell, and the sidewalk is still in place, and that big metal beam that goes across there. That's about it. Everything else has been gutted, and they are in the process right now of bringing this thing back up. The two downstairs, there'll be two spaces downstairs. They're approximately 2,000 square feet each. Those are for rent, and then 4 loft apartments upstairs. So here's the deal. If you have been thinking about, one, you need some space downtown for a store or a retail spot or a restaurant or something like that, there's going to be 2 available probably this fall. And the other is, if you would like to live downtown and would like an apartment, those are also going to be available. The thing to do, if you're really serious about it, is contact us at Tahlequah Main Street, and we will get you in touch with the owners, And there's nothing to say that you can't go ahead and rent one of these spots right now before they're all gone. They will accept rental agreements right now, right? The next space we're going to look at is just to the south of there. This is the old Edie's building, and you can see it's been the front of this thing's completely been remodeled. If we look inside, take a look inside, there's around 3,500, 4,000 square feet of space available. It's going back to the old rustic look and feel that it was 100 years ago. And again, it's ready to rent. We're ready for somebody to come rent this thing. Brew pub would be nice. Little restaurant, that kind of thing, would be awesome. Again, if you're interested in this space, call us here at the Main Street office, 918-431-1655, and we'll get you in touch with the owners and see if you can't work something out to get this space rented and up and going. The thing to realize, there is not a lot of space downtown that is available to rent. I had one more for you, and I drove down to take a picture of it. Here's the picture of the front of it, and it's already rented. It's a 306, I believe, North Muskogee Avenue. It's right next to the boulevard there, and a seamstress I went in and talked to Lisi, and she tells me a seamstress has rented that space and will be opening in February, which is perfect for her. You can go in, buy your jeans, buy your shirts, take them next door, have them custom fitted. And then the last little bit of news on things that are moving around, Vivid Boutique, Salon and Boutique, they're moving. They're leaving their location. So this location will be available for rent. I haven't heard if it's been rented yet, but it will be available for rent. And they are moving downtown. We'll say downtown. They're moving south to the old quilt shop next to Felt's shoe store. So there's a picture of that, and they will be opening up February 1st, the 1st of February, in their new location. It's going to give them some more retail space that they needed very badly. So that's some space that is available for rent right now downtown. Like I said, there's not a lot. So if somebody's looking for space, there you go. There's what we got. Last thing is, as everybody or most of you probably know, the back wall of Masters Hardware collapsed over the weekend. I was in touch with the potential buyer of that building. It's the same people that are remodeling the Christmas store. They had shown interest in purchasing that building and doing a complete historic preservation restoration. Their architects and structural engineers have looked over the building. They're getting a report ready for the city, so they'll decide what to do, what the immediate attention that needs to be done to that building will be, and then they'll make a decision on where they're going to go from there. But she said if they can continue with the restoration and preservation project, they will. Second would be if it has to come down, can they do a historic preservation project with the material from the building that's left and rebuild it. And third would be if to just completely rebuild a building there with the thought of the old Masters hardware store in mind to duplicate it as close to possible. It will take time, but over time there will be a new structure there or a refurbished structure there. So good news there. That is about it. I do believe that is it. That is it. Episode number 4 done and in the books. We will see you back here real soon. Be sure and tell all your friends and all your neighbors to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be in the know of what's going on and what's happening downtown Tahlequah. Soon, coming up, we're going to start doing profiles. We'll profile some of the businesses downtown so you can get an in-depth look of what it is and who these owners are and what they go through day to day to keep a business open in downtown Tahlequah. See you next time.